Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with One Punch Man Season 3 Episode 6 reaction. Alright, the previous episode we had Garo fighting Orochi, and yeah, that was it was mostly like that part, like where Garo helped out that kid, what's his name, Tareo or something, and then like the monsters tried attacking him. He defeated most of them, and then came out Gyoro with Orochi. And yeah, Orochi's section, obviously it was, as always, not really badly, like like it was very badly animated, but it was better than the previous episode, which is such a low bar to cross. Right, but either way, yeah, like that's what's going on here. Like Garo's like more and more, he's fighting more, he's evolving more, stronger he's getting, and this is continuing. While we had Saitama at the end, who came across a sewer hole, and I'm assuming he's going to kind of go in and see what's going on, because there's a lot of ruckus going on underground. So let's see what happens. Let's begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Yeah, here's the countdown. Three, two, one, go. Okay. Okay. 500. Oh, okay. Hmm. It was Tatsumaki's. I just saw Tatsumaki. Oh boy. Mixed bag. Hmm. Bruh. Right. Hmm. Right. Yeah. Right. Yes. Okay. Young man. Right. Yeah, I was gonna say, is there any way? What? Yeah. All right. You know what? Hmm. Yeah. Wow. Right. Yeah. That's funny. Pinpoint the exact location. Hmm. Oh my god. Yeah, you should just don't provoke her too much. Oh damn. Mr. Handsome is here. Bro, you're not even S. Like we know you are, yeah, but still you're supposed to be A, you know? Right. Nah, I don't think she's wrong. Yeah. He is not gonna be happy with that. Oh, wait, what? Yeah? Bruh, protein. Oh no, she's she's not he's not gonna be happy with that. Yeah. Damn, Tasman is freaking out. You smell. Oh no. Bro, don't start picking fight with. Okay. Well, he is. We did get revealed that he is one of the experiments, but obviously he's still a hero. Damn. Hey yo. She's like, why are you ignoring? He's completely ignoring her. I don't think Tatsumaki cares. Damn. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. Yeah, you. Right. Oh damn. Alright, don't start fighting here. We are Hey yo, what the hell? What are you what why is this 60 FPS? Well, oh no. People are gonna misunderstand again. Well, oh no. Wait, are they gonna make King the leader? That'll be hilarious. Oh, that'll be hilarious. Alright. You are the leader. Damn, even Tatsumaki was like impressive. Hey yo! Oh lord. He's like, no, I don't. um, oh, how about I don't fight at all? You know, that'll be the best. He's probably thinking that. Oh, I don't trust this guy. This guy. Oh, these are the. I've seen these girls so many times in fan arts and everything. Oh my god. Well, I think that can be done, right? Hmm. Right. Okay. What? Oh, damn. These two are here. Hmm. Well. Yeah, they think he's like colluding with them. Oh God, King. Hey yo! Oh no. He's like, wait, I don't know about that. Bruh. Oh no. Well, he was fighting all night. He's pent up. Oh my god. Yeah, they don't trust these guys. That's why. And you were just chilling in Saitama's place. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay, I think that's a good plan. He's like, I will be surrounded with all the great, great heroes. I'll be fine. I won't have to fight. Alright, bro. Oh my god, this. The freeze frames sometimes are just goes. The quality drops so much. It's crazy. Okay, Tatsumaki. Tatsumaki doesn't want. Yup. No. I think she's just concerned about her. Hmm. New? Okay. Oh, damn. Genos is a new upgrade? Horsepower to the limit. Okay. Exceed endurance and break. Damn. He looks like a demon lord. Damn. 10 seconds. Okay, I think it would be enough for him, right? Oh. Oh, damn. Well, paying my rent. Yeah, you. Okay, that is crazy. He's not wrong. I don't think he's. Yeah, he's not here. He's left. We know he's in the sewers probably. Bruh. Well, well, I think Saitama's already there. He was looking at the sewers. Oh my god, he's finally here. He's like, wait, what's going on here? Bruh. Oh, it's King Engine. Oh god. Wait, really? But he's. I don't think he's coming back soon. Yeah, you. This is the new Blizz. What? So she was talking about them by New Blizzard. Okay. Okay, that's better. King is like, oh no, what? This is not good. All right. What's this side? Bruh. Right. Okay. Alright, so today's episode was just them talking, I guess. Right. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, there's something. Oh, damn, they're here. Who's that? Who's that? Should I know this guy? Right. Damn, this freeze friend is so ugly. The characters, oh lord. Hmm. What is this guy? Oh my god, they're not animating anything. They're just sliding characters and stuff. This is just so pathetic. What the hell is that? Is this another monster? Okay. Alright, there you go. So that was today's episode. Okay, as always, the animation and everything was not really that good. Very few amount of times where the character models looked okay, but most of the times it was just, I don't know. Like even the characters when they're standing, the freeze frames, they're just standing there. It's just looking so like incomplete. Like you know, like I feel like the what we are seeing, like especially that final section where all of the heroes were standing there, like with Tatsumaki, Child Emperor, they were like standing there. You can see their character models looks unfinished. I feel like this is the stage usually, like what we are seeing here. This is usually the stage where they put at least two or three more, like like layers of finishing touch on top of it, and that's when the thing gets completed. And like they're just not really completing it in a proper way and just letting it out. Also, barely any animation. I don't know how much animation this episode had, but I feel like this episode they all were like, oh, thank God, we have an episode of people just talking. We don't have to animate anything. And yeah, there was barely any animation, so I think that's fine. But where there was, for example, the final section, you can see the thing when it was dropping, that rag thing or whatever that becomes a monster. It seems like it's sliding again. It's just so, nah, man, this is ridiculous. Like how can they do this to such a beloved, like like a friend, like One Punch Man being such a beloved thing? They just destroyed it. Absolutely destroyed it. I cannot believe what is going on. This is so pathetic. I like, if someone told me that this is going to happen to One Punch Man before, I would be like, yeah, in no ways is possible. One Punch Man is so damn popular. How like nobody would do that. If this was some like anime which was like very less amount of people knew about it and it was not that popular, I would be like, yeah, I guess. Like like they didn't have enough budget, they didn't have enough this is not okay. Like One Punch Man manga is one of the biggest things ever. And the fact that such a big thing got reduced to this because of some higher ups people just like messing it up. This is so absolutely like like pathetic. I cannot believe it. And I feel like people, I haven't read the manga. I feel like people who have read the manga are even more disappointed. Like they're probably absolutely like, I don't know, like they're probably just like when these type of things are coming in front of them, they are probably fuming because, have you seen the manga? The manga is like the art style, like Murata's art style is god, like godly, and for that to get reduced to this, like this is ridiculous. Like it's like it's like they are just like, yeah, like they just don't like care at all. Again, like I feel like none of the animators are at a fault here or the studio. The main problem is the people on top, who have probably allocated a budget to them, given them a time and given them the manpower. So I think budget is fine. The problem here is probably like the manpower and the time, and that's why you can see people are like the animators are trying to rush this, and because they don't have enough time or like like manpower to do it properly. That's why like all these characters looks unfinished. That is why. Again, I have no idea how much budget they allocated to this. This is One Punch Man. I think they should be giving, but I don't know. Maybe not. Who knows? I have no idea what's going on. But but I feel like the manpower and the like time, these two I think like are the major factors here, because you can see that the characters, like it seems like they just don't have time to properly like draw the character models or do the animation. That's why it looks unfinished. Like, like there's bad animation and then this animation which looks unfinished. This One Punch Man looks unfinished in my opinion, and that only can be like that can only be like, you can only think that that is the reason why this is happening is probably because they don't have enough time or the amount of manpower that is required to do this. So again, I have no idea what's going on in the inner workings of, you know the higher ups and what they're doing, but obviously something is going horribly wrong for this to like become an abomination like this. Like, come on, man, this is ridiculous. I don't think I've ever thought that I would say that like the characters look ugly. The characters look ugly. They look unfinished. You know, it's so bad. Why is this happening? I cannot. I just cannot. Like, this is so disappointing. Like, I'm someone who doesn't care about animation, and and this is so bad that this is even like, even I am like seeing it and I'm like, this is not okay. Like, I was someone who was okay with One Punch Man season 2. I've seen a lot of people saying like One Punch Man season 2 is absolutely horrible, disgusting, so bad, and I was like, I don't see the problem here. I'm fine with it. When I watched it, I was like, yeah, it is a bit like worse compared to season 1, but it looks okay. Like, I was that person. Like, I was completely fine with One Punch Man season 2, even though it had so many shortcomings. But this is not okay. Season 3 is not okay at all. Even from someone who doesn't really care that much about animation, like, and who's like, who can tolerate bad animation if everything else is okay, you know, even from someone like me, this is not okay. This is definitely not okay. Like, and the thing is, they destroyed it. They completely destroyed it. I hope to God the whole, like, the whole team of people, not team of people, like I said, I don't think the team of people working on this is at fault. The ones at fault are the people who are ordering them to do this in an amount of time, giving them the budget, the ones at the top. So I think the ones at the top gets completely replaced for season 4. Like, please, for the love of God, do not let this get destroyed. Please do not let this get destroyed. Like, I've seen so many shows just even if like the, like, for example, one of the most recent examples, which is Debate. you know Season 1 was so ass, and they still are going to continue with the same group of people. I think, I'm not 100% sure, from in season 2 as well. I hope that doesn't happen to One Punch Man, like, please. But I feel like that's what's going to happen. That's definitely what's going to happen. They're going to completely destroy this. Like, and in season 4 we'll be like, oh, season 3 looks good. That's what's going to happen. Season 4 will probably be 2 out of 10. That's what I think. Good lord. Please don't let this happen. Like, I don't know, like, just don't let this get destroyed. It's such a good, like, manga. It's just getting dragged through the mud and just getting destroyed because of some people at the top and their greed. Ugh. Nah, man, this is just ridiculous. Like, yeah, there should be a limit, and I feel like that limit has been crossed now. I don't want to, like, I don't want to see One Punch Man being just dragged and just being destroyed like this. Can you imagine? Ugh. Like, this season is doomed. I have no expectations from this season at all. I'm just hoping the next season they change the, like, people at the top and just like completely replace them, and something like some other, like, like, again, I have no idea how these things work. I have no idea how these things work. Like, these things are that. But whatever is going wrong, I hope that thing gets corrected in season 4. There's like an 80% chance it won't, but I'm just betting on the 20% chance. I don't know how. Like, Some way or the other, this needs to be done. Otherwise, it's over. It's over for the anime. And to be honest, if this really happens, if the same people works and like if the same higher ups are there in the next season, and the whole situation is the same, the animation is as bad, I'm not going to watch One Punch Man season 4. I'm just going to I'm going to start reading the manga. What is so disappointing to me is the fact that I waited for this. I was like, all right, let me just stop reading. Let me just like not read the manga at all, and just wait a little bit more, because season 2 was not that good, didn't have a good reception. Surely season 3 they would have learned, and they would be like, ah, you know what, let's do it better this time. you know oh boy, no, it went in the reverse direction. That is crazy. Can you imagine? And that's why I feel like season 4 will be the same. Like, we're thinking now, surely this cannot go bad, like worse than this, and it is going to get better. But no, season 4 will probably surprise us and be like, you know what, this is look at this, how we've made it worse than season 3. I feel like that's the direction it's going to go, because in season 2 I thought the same. I was like, yeah, they're going to make it better, because so many people didn't like it. It has such a bad reputation. Surely, no, definitely not. These people, obviously, they don't care about the show. They just care about the money at the end. So they don't care. They can just destroy the whole damn thing. So I'm not going to watch season 4 at all if this is the same direction as it goes. And if the animation stays the same and everything stays the same, I'm going to stop watching the anime. And I think everyone should do the same. Everyone should do the same, because this is an insult. I'm just going to pick up the manga. That's it. That's what I'm going to do. Obviously, I am going to pick up the manga after season 3 ends. I'm going to pick up the manga, read One Punch Man season manga from the very beginning to up until where this season will end. I'm going to read up until that, and then I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait and see if season 4, when it comes out, is at the same quality as this. If it is, I'm going to abandon the anime. I'm going to continue reading the manga. Yes, I will have to wait again, just like I did for season 3. I waited, and that disappointment I got. But it's fine. This will be the last time I'll be disappointed if they decide to disappoint us again. I'll wait and see if season 4 they are changing things. If not, I'm going to abandon the show completely, and I'm just going to read the manga. That's what I'm going to do. So yeah, that's what I think should be done. Like, this should not be encouraged, because they're just going to do the same again if this continues. Anyways, I just had a whole damn rant. Because this is ridiculous. Like, come on. Like, I anyways, either way, today's episode didn't really have that much like anything. It was just people talking, so we didn't really see the animation or anything. But even without that, like, some of the freeze frames were so bad that it looks like, I don't know, it just looks so damn bad, especially the final section. What the hell was that final section? All the characters looked incomplete. They're like, they look disproportionate. Like, what is this? God. There was another scene. Where was that part? Where all the heroes were like, there was another freeze frame where all the heroes were like, oh yeah, they were like, Child Emperor was like, let's go. I've come to that part. This is probably the worst panel of this episode. The background looks incomplete. The characters look incomplete. The characters look disproportionate. Child Emperor's one hand is so damn long, and the other hand is like, I understand, it's perspective, but still, it shouldn't be that long. Half of the characters at the background, Sekingal, Puri Puri Prisoner, that new girl, the athlete girl, I don't know her name, like, all of them, they look incomplete. The proportions look odd. Even the characters at the front, they look incomplete. Tatsumaki looks bad here. I never thought I was going to say this word, ever, that Tatsumaki looks bad. Tatsumaki looks bad here. That is something that these guys were able to do. Make Tatsumaki look bad. Like, they should get a Guinness World Record for this. Like I said, I never thought I would utter this word from my mouth that Tatsumaki looks bad. Good lord. But yeah, that's what's happening here. And then we have Amai Mask. I don't know what the hell is going on with him here. He's in this left corner just looking weird. We have this freaking guy. What's his name? Shiny, whatever the hell his name is. I don't know. Something. Oh my! I just saw something again. This is so bad. Put his prisoner's leg. Just look at it. It looks like his leg starts from here. Just look at it. His body is there, and you can see this guy at the front is like covering him, and then his leg starts. And his leg starts. It looks like it starts from here. That's what it looks like. Nah, man. The worst panel in existence. That panel. You know what? I'm gonna make that panel the thumbnail. Like, yes. Good lord. However, like I said, there was a lot of sections which looked good, but then again, they didn't really have to do much because it's just freeze frames. So I would say though Fubuki looks good, kind of, like like not good, but yeah, you know what? Not good. Fubuki looks better than the others compared to the other characters here. I feel like they just gave a little bit more attention to Fubuki. They just gave up on everyone else. you know Bang, Silverfang, sorry, Bang and Silverfang is the same one. Bang and Bomb, both of them looked a little bit better than the others. Sometimes Genos looks horrible. Genos looks disproportionate. I don't know what's going on. Genos looks like this. He's standing like this. Like what the hell is that? I'm pretty sure that's not how it is in the manga. I'm gonna go and look at Genos in the manga and see if he looks like this. Like he looks weird. His waist is small, his legs are like thin, his upper shoulders are like this. The hell? What else? King looks okay. Still, the bar is too damn low. Yeah, this new girl, the athlete girl. I've seen so many fan arts of her. I think she's one of the like fan favorite characters as far as I could understand from seeing so many fan arts of her. She looks horrible. I've seen those fan arts, and I'm seeing this. She looks absolutely horrible. Again, disproportionate. Like characters, like it just yeah. So like there's no shading at all in the characters. What else? I'm just looking at the characters like individually and seeing. Amai Mas looked a lot better sometimes when he was like talking and everything. Yeah. Right, and there you go. That's the situation. There was one section where they did like that, like that funny looking Tatsumaki, but that is something I feel like that was in the manga. They did, obviously that was like a character, like they do that sometimes in One Punch Man. We've seen it, like make the characters look in this like little chibi version. Tatsumaki looked like that. I feel like at that point when they had to do it like that, the animators were probably like, thank God, at least one character we can do it like this. It won't take much time. They were probably like thanking and being like, yeah, thank God that this is at least like one character we don't have to put that much attention in these few frames, because Tatsumaki is that little chibi kind of villain. You know what, I feel like they it would have been better if they did it like that completely the whole show. They would have probably the amount of stress that they're going through, the amount of like workload that they're going through would probably be reduced so much, and they would actually be able to do it in a more quality way. Like just how Tatsumaki, you see how Tatsumaki looks like, just like that every single character. I don't know how the people would have like how the people would have like reacted to that. I would have been fine if this is the alternative what we are watching now. I would have been completely okay with that style of animation and like character design, but it would be like something good and complete, you know. But nah, like this is ridiculous. Like the characters look so bad. Good lord. I just cannot imagine how I'm going to react in the next episode because I feel like next episode will probably have some fighting. Oh boy, I'm dreading. I'm dreading the next episode. Either way, yeah, so there you go. That was my little rant at the very beginning of every single discussion section of One Punch Man. Complete today. I had a lot to say today because, yeah, I just cannot. This is too much. Either way, there you go. Now, let's talk about the episode now. A few things to discuss in today's episode. First and foremost, we have the S rank heroes who are going to make a separate team with Tatsumaki, Atomic Samurai, Puri Puri Prisoner, and the others, Pig God, Child Emperor, Zombie Man, all of them. They're going to be like making a team and going in. Amai Max comes in suddenly and he's like, bruh, why didn't you tell me? And obviously everyone's like, oh, like, like Tatsumaki's like, we don't like you. We have other people being like, you're not strong enough. And Amai Mask is pissed because Amai Mask said this before. Amai Mask said that I'm actually keeping my rank A because, and I can easily become an S rank, but I'm keeping my rank A because I'm at the top of A. And something like that he said, right? Yeah. And that's why he's like, oh, should I show you who's stronger? And they were like having this little beef. King comes in and everyone's like, again, misunderstanding the whole situation. Everyone thinks King fought, we're fighting monsters throughout the night. It is so crazy that even Tatsumaki was like, oh damn, that's really impressive. And Tatsumaki never said something like that. She was like, this is impressive. And so thankfully, because King came there, Amai Mask also kind of backed down. Everyone backed down. King was like the mediator between them. I was thinking they would make King the leader and be like, you be the leader. That would have been crazy. But anyways, that's what happened. King is sweating. King is like, what the hell? I cannot fight. What can I do? So he comes up with a plan, which is take Saitama, take Bang, take Bomb, take Genos, and make a separate team themselves, and then go in. And King was like, you know what? All these strong people will be there with me. Yeah, and then he meets Bang as well, Bang and Bomb as well, and they were like talking, and they came up with this plan. Like Bang and Bomb hasn't been invited because obviously they think these two are like somewhere favoring Garo and like they're not trustworthy. We saw that like that happened before, like in that episode where they were making the team. Child Emperor said that, or who was it that said that like there's a possibility that like Silver Fang actually let Garo go, but obviously that was not true. Either way, so they don't trust him. They don't trust Genos because Genos is a cyborg and nobody knows where he came from and all that. And there's a few people that they don't trust, so that's why they haven't invited them, even though they were S ranks. So King is like, all right, so let's make this work like this. Bang and Bomb hasn't been invited, so Bang and Bomb were like wanted to participate in it, so they were also okay with it, making a separate team and going in. Genos is also okay with it because obviously Genos also wants to participate, and King is like, I'm completely fine with it because all these strong S rank heroes will be there with me, and then there will be Saitama. I'm completely, I'm completely protected. Nobody can do anything to me. And then they go to Saitama's place, and Saitama's not there. King's engine starts again, and he's like panicking now. He's like, it's Saitama's not there. Like, what are we supposed to do? Like, yeah, but you still have these strong ass people with you. Like we have Genos with you, Bang Bong with you. I guess Fubuki as well. I don't think Fubu can do much, but we haven't really seen her in action properly. But she is B rank, so I'm assuming her power is considerably lower compared to all of these other people. So yeah, either way, yeah. So I think King is still fine, hopefully. But yeah, it is true. Like Saitama's like 90% of the power. Like if you put them into like a percentage, that's probably 99% of the power. But obviously that doesn't mean these guys are weak. Like that is a wrong, like that is a wrong assumption. In Saitama's presence, these guys are weak. But without Saitama, these guys are strong as hell. Like we have Silver Fang. Come on. But that's the thing. Saitama's like unimaginably strong. So King knows that, and that's why King is like, this is bad. Like, if some way or the other we come across some villain, some monster who's extremely strong, these guys might find be troubled in that situation. But if Saitama was there, he could just one punch him. So King is a little bit troubled now because Saitama is not there. While all of this is happening, Fubuki's I was like, who is she calling the new Fubuki group? And then I realized she's talking about Bangs, Bomb, and Genos, Saitama, King. She's talking about them. I'm like, bro, when did this happen? When did these guys become the new Fubuki group? I don't know. Anyways, it's kind of funny because you can see that these two are sisters. Nobody listens to them. Nobody listens to Tatsumaki. Nobody listens to Fubuki. Tatsumaki is just yapping out over there, and like Amai Mask and everyone's just ignoring her. And here we have Fubuki just, yapping about here, and we have Genos, Bang Bomb, and King just ignoring her. Good lord. But anyways, yeah. Now there's another thing we kind of saw. Fubuki thinks Tatsumaki doesn't trust in her because she doesn't have that much power, which I feel like is true. But at the same time, the bigger reason behind her keeping her sister back is because Tatsumaki is concerned about Fubuki, and Tatsumaki knows that Fubuki might get into danger in against battles with these monsters. So she doesn't want her to get injured and all that. I think that's why, because it's pretty clear, because in that episode where we saw Tatsumaki saying that, oh, don't invite Fubuki, I think there was a line where she said that I would be too concerned or something like that. She said that if Fubuki is here or I don't remember, but there was something along those lines she said. So yeah. Okay, right. And yeah, what else was there in today's episode? Nothing much, nothing other than that. Like most of the episode was them just talking, and like trying to decide who will go in and what they are going to do and all that. But yeah. Oh, and Saitama's in the sewers. Right. So yeah, like I feel like Saitama's probably going to just bump into Orochi and all of them. Okay, Genos is staying. Genos is going to stay and wait for Saitama, but Saitama is already here. So, and we have like Bang Bomb and Fubuki and King. All of them have also decided to just kind of move and go forward with their plan. So Genos is the only one who's going to be staying back, right? I feel like Saitama is not coming back anytime soon. I don't think so. So Genos is just going to stay there. He's not going to just. He's going to keep staying there, waiting for Saitama to come back. But Saitama's already in the lair, right? I think so. I'm not 100% sure. You know what? Let's wait and see. Yeah. So there you go. Also, we came across another monster at the end who looks pretty strong. This monster. Like he's like in front of Tatsumaki. Uh, and Tatsumaki is pretty damn strong. So I don't think she'll have trouble with this, or who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. But this monster looks like some kind of a, I don't know, like some kind of a ghost. He looks like he has this, you know, yeah. And Tatsumaki is just floating there, standing there, floating. Yeah, let's wait and see. I swear to God, like I really want to see like when the heroes are fighting. I want to see but it's just like I don't know. Like I said, I think it's just pointless to hope now. Like that they make the battle animations, like individual battle animations, good, because here's the thing. I've seen so many like manga, like like panels of Tatsumaki fighting. Like I was so excited to see Tatsumaki fighting get animated. I'm not anymore now, but I'm still hoping they at least put more attention there. Like please. Like I don't read the manga, but I've seen so many panels of Tatsumaki fighting, and it's just and it's so good. The art is so good, man. Oh, this is just so disappointing and sad. Seeing seeing because I saw those and I was like, oh my god, I can't wait for these to get animated. Right, okay, I'll end this here. That is it. Let's hope, even though I think that's pointless, but yeah, let's see. That is it. That was my reaction to episode number 6 of One Punch Man season 3. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And yeah, that is it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.